There are so many incredible miracles on Earth that they almost seem too fantastic to be true. The landscape is full of surprises, from rainbow-colored mountains to enormous illuminating caverns. Some locations appear to have transcended the boundaries of imagination, leaving us to wonder how they may possibly exist. The catch is that these remarkable places exist and are just waiting to be discovered. So fasten your seatbelt and get ready to travel to some of the most amazing locations on the planet. Until you visit these locations, you won't be able to accept that they are genuine. Spotted Lake, British Columbia, Canada. A genuinely exceptional natural occurrence is Spotted Lake, which is situated in British Columbia, Canada. Large, round patches that form when the water evaporates in the summertime are scattered throughout the lake. Magnesium sulfate, calcium, sodium, and other minerals are present in high amounts in these areas, forming vibrant pools of varying hues. The season and the mineral composition affect the spot size and hue, resulting in a constantly shifting landscape. The lake specks, which resemble polka dots dispersed throughout the terrain, almost give the impression that the painting is strange. One of Canada's most beautiful tourist destinations is Spotted Lake, a site that combines natural beauty with a hint of mystery. The Black Forest, Germany. The German Black Forest is a gloomy, enchanted forest with tall trees, foggy paths, and profound air of mystery. Situated in southwest Germany, this old forest has served as the inspiration for many fairy tales and legends. The forest has an almost mystical vibe to it because of the thick trees and fog, which makes you feel as though you've traveled back in time and space. An ominous yet alluring ambience is produced by the old trees and lush green foliage. The Black Forest mystery is increased by its rich folklore, which includes tales of witches and fantastical animals. The Black Forest is a place that captivates the mind and feels almost otherworldly, whether you're hiking through it or just taking the atmosphere. Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia. Salar de Uyuni in Bolivia is the world's largest salt flat, and its vast, seemingly endless white expanse creates a stunning optical illusion. When the salt flats are dry, they stretch for over 10,000 square kilometers, and when they're covered by a thin layer of water, the salt flats turn into a massive, reflective mirror that perfectly mirrors the sky above. This creates the illusion of walking on clouds or a never-ending horizon. The sight is breathtaking and surreal, as it seems like the land and sky merge into one seamless canvas. Whether you're visiting during the dry season or the rainy season, the beauty and scale of Salar de Uyuni are truly unbelievable. Mount Roraima, Venezuela, Guyana, and Brazil. One of the most unusual mountains on the planet is Mount Roraima, which is a flat summit encircled by sheer cliffs. This plateau, which is at the tripartite boundary of Brazil, Guyana, and Venezuela, is mysterious since it is frequently covered in clouds. The ecosystem of the flat-top summit is entirely distinct from that of the nearby jungle, making it seem a natural fortress. The mountain topography is so strange that it looks like an extraterrestrial planet, with unique plant life and rock formations that aren't found anyplace else. The Lost World by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was also inspired by it. Because of its striking look, Mount Roraima seems more like a magical, undiscovered region of the planet. The White Desert, Rann of Kutch, India. As far as the eye can see, the Indian Rann of Kutch is a huge salt desert. The Rann Utsav, a celebration of the region's customs, crafts, and culture, brings the White Desert, which is renowned for its unearthly beauty, to life. It can be nearly blinding to see the flat, white plain under the strong sun, with the bizarre atmosphere created by the reflection. The Rann of Kutch's bleak beauty is simply astounding. It seems like a scene from another planet, particularly when the salt flats jut out into the distance. Glowworm Caves, Waitomo, New Zealand. Waitomo, New Zealand's glowworm caves provide an almost mystical experience. Thousands of glowworms illuminate the darkness inside the caves, giving the ceiling a starry night appearance. In order to draw on their prey, the bioluminescent glowworms emit a blue-green light. Visitors from all over the world come to see the caverns because of their unearthly brilliance, which give the impression that they are a sparkling galaxy. With underground rivers meandering across the countryside, and stalactites and stalagmites. The caves themselves are stunning. One of the most fascinating natural phenomena in the world is a boat trip through the caverns while surrounded by dazzling lights, which evokes amazement and astonishment. Rainbow Mountains, Peru's Rainbow Mountains, also known as Vinicunca, are a natural wonder that resembles something from a painting. The stripes on these mountains are bright and multicolored, ranging from orange and red to green and yellow. Mineral deposits that have been revealed by erosion throughout time are the source of the hues. The end effect is a colorful, strange, and nearly artificial scene. This location is even more amazing because, until recently, hikers and adventure travelers were the only ones who knew about it. Despite being high in the Andes, it is today a well-liked tourist site because it provides a breathtaking vista and an insight into the region's geological past. Antelope Canyon, Arizona, USA, one of the most breathtaking locations in the world, and a photographer's paradise, is Arizona's Antelope Canyon. Flash floods sculpted this tight, winding slot canyon into the red sandstone, forming a maze of flowing, twisting forms. When the sun's rays seep down to the small gaps, the canyon's walls appear to shine with rich orange and purple hues. The canyon appears almost alive due to the ethereal impact of the light moving across its surface. Even if it appears too ideal to be true, it is a well-liked travel destination for explorers and tourists who want to witness the beauty for themselves. Lake Natron, Tanzania. One of the most unsettling and bizarre locations on the planet is Lake Natron, which is in northern Tanzania. The high number of salt-loving bacteria in the water gives this saltwater lake its striking red hue. The lake's waters are so corrosive that they can preserve dead animals, giving them a mummified appearance. This makes the situation even stranger. The salt and soda ash that enter the lake from the nearby volcanic landscape are the cause of its excessive alkalinity. Even though the lake may appear unearthly, it is filled with life, particularly birds that have adapted to the severe environment. It is a location where nature displays both its darker and more beautiful aspects. Zhangjiajie National Forest Park, China. Some of the most amazing rock formations you will ever see may be seen at China's Zhangjiajie National Forest Park. They appear almost otherworldly, with towering sandstone pillars rising steeply from ground. It's simple to understand why the floating mountains in the popular movie Avatar were influenced by these striking structures. Even more amazing is the fact that these enormous structures were created naturally by erosion over millions of years. For an exhilarating perspective of these famous structures, visitors can climb or cross the valley on a glass bridge, making it one of the most amazing destinations. Which of these amazing locations would you most like to see? Or maybe you are aware of further undiscovered treasures that ought to be on this list. Please share your ideas in the comments section. We will be delighted to hear them. Please hit the notification bell, like, and subscribe if you like this trip around the most amazing parts in the world, so you don't miss any more amazing material.